Today, I want to talk about skincare product safety during pregnancy and lactation. Today, I want to talk about skincare product safety during pregnancy and lactation. There are so many ingredients out there today, with new transdermal technologies and untested ingredients. There's always concern related to ingredient penetration through the skin and the developing baby's health, and rightfully so. Also of concern is the infant in the case of breastfeeding and skincare products. Now, before I get into things, I just want to say congratulations, mommy or mommy-to-be. Obviously, you're researching this because you want the very best for your little being floating around in there, and I know you're going to be a great parent. Do you know why? Because you care right now, before the little angel's even here. Good for you. And now, I'm going to let you know that everything's going to be just fine. Our skin usually does a great job of protecting us from anything that would cause us or our unborn child harm. The outermost layer of our skin, called the stratum corneum, is biologically created with dozens of layers to protect us and is mostly impermeable. Since skincare products are generally designed to be non-systemic, which is a term referring to the fact that they're not delivered through the body by the circulatory network, then that means that for the most part, our baby is very safe when we use our beauty products. There are a few exceptional ingredients that I will discuss, but in general, relax. Most skincare products are not absorbed through the skin into the body as a whole and therefore are not of concern. And I will list my sources at the end of this video so that you can review them on your own. There is nothing more important than protecting your unborn baby. Because of this fact, there are very few studies done on pregnant and nursing mothers. Well, who on earth would allow their child to be a test subject for a face cream? Certainly not me or you, I bet. Of course, that doesn't mean that doctors and scientists can't get information from studies where they monitor product usage after the fact. These are called observational studies. What these are is when someone has used a particular ingredient or drug or had a vaccine during their pregnancy. They volunteer their information to an organization that helps make that data available to others. If you've used something that was questionable and want to be involved in this program, just visit mother2baby.org/pregnancy-studies. They are our best bet to see what has been shown to be safe, even when a medical study wasn't present. Pregnancy is a very short time in our lives, so during those 9 months, even the tiniest risk toward the growing baby should just be avoided. The overriding recommendation here is for you to have a conversation with your OBGYN and follow his or her recommendations for you and your baby's health. Over the course of decades of observing and medical studies, there are a few ingredients that you need to be aware of and avoid 100% throughout your pregnancy. Number 1, Isotretinoin. Now, this is not RetinA. This is the oral version of vitamin A, otherwise known as Accutane. It is used to treat acute, severe cystic acne. It's correlated directly with malformation of the fetus, and 2 methods of birth control are encouraged during the time of use to avoid accidental pregnancy. Unfortunately, there have been incidents of many people not even being told that they need to watch out for pregnancy while using Accutane. Therefore, you always need to be aware. 2, vitamin A/retinol/tretinoin. Topical vitamin A may actually be considered safe during pregnancy and lactation. However, because obstetricians are so wary of Accutane, some will recommend avoiding all vitamin A products, including topical vitamin A during pregnancy. We can understand this. In this case, you'll want to follow your particular doctor's recommendations. Remember, it's only 9 months. Now, if you were to call into Platinum and ask us, is our retinol safe during pregnancy? We would tell you, use our serum 15 as an alternative during your gestation. We like to err on the side of caution here, even if some doctors feel it's okay. In the end, of course, it's up to you. 3. Hydroquinone. Hydroquinone is a prescription topical skin lightening ingredient, but it fully penetrates the skin barrier, enters the circulation, and is systemically delivered. It has been estimated that within 3 minutes of application, 35 to 45% is systemically absorbed following topical use. Consider instead a milder option, such as our Fade Bright, which has alpha-arbutin for your melanin inhibition during pregnancy. Another option for skin brightening is our high-octane vitamin C serum, or you can use both. They're both safe. Trichloroacetic acid, or TCA. TCA peels should be avoided during gestation, as they have the potential to penetrate deeper into the skin's layers as well. Choose one of the hydroxy peels in its place until your pregnancy is completed, such as mandelic or glycolic or even lactic. Now, TCA also has not been studied during lactation, so it's best to avoid its use at this point as well. Now, some doctors do feel it's fine to get TCA peels while breastfeeding, since it's not systemically absorbed into the body. So a conversation with your general practitioner will be warranted if you're deliberating over this. Now, alpha hydroxy acids, such as glycolic, mandelic, and lactic, are known as alpha hydroxy acids, and salicylic is a beta hydroxy acid. Systemic absorption is very minimal at best with these topical acids, and they are considered safe. Certain chemical peels may be permissible during pregnancy as well. These include glycolic, lactic, and other alpha hydroxy acid peels such as a mandelic peel. A daily salicylic acid cleanser or toner is considered very safe, but we recommend avoiding a salicylic chemical peel of 15% or higher during pregnancy. The higher percentage of acids sitting on the skin could potentially carry a possible danger. Considered safe. Most other topical products commonly used, such as benzoyl peroxide, sunblocks, and even short-term use antibiotics, are all considered safe. Remember that most ingredients and products that you're using already are going to be considered safe, so just relax. There's only really a couple to be concerned about. Now, if you find out that you're pregnant and you're using one of the more dangerous products besides Accutane, if that's the case, run to your doctor, please. Just stop using it. Contact your doctor and have a conversation with them regarding how long the usage was. If it's only been a couple of weeks, most likely no harm was done at all. Do you still have more questions? Just reach out to us. We're here to help. Have a wonderful day.